Welcome guys back to another lecture in our color section. In this lecture we'll be talking about the color blue. So as always, we're going to be talking about what it represents, how it affects us, and the different variations. So the color blue, basically it's one of the three primary colors along with red and yellow. It's probably one of the most popular colors there is. It's essentially soothing and it's mentally appealing in a sense of it makes us feel more intellectual, and it is a great communicator. Blue is used as a way to really drive home details and information to individuals that are ready to seek it. Now, some of the positive effects of blue, like I said, it creates intelligence. It's great at communication. It conveys trust, serenity, and coolness. But along with that, some of the negative effects are coldness, aloofness, emotionless, and unfriendliness. And we'll really take a better look at the negative effects later on in this lecture. So what does blue represent? So it represents, like I've been saying the last few minutes, communication. So it's a great color to have a one-on-one communication and self-expression. This is great for those scenes in a video game where it's a one-on-one moment and it's a real climactic situation where someone's about to explain their deepest, darkest secret or their deepest regret or honesty. Blue would be a great way in order to really drive home that emphasis of what's being said. It's also peace and calm. So deeper shades relate to our inner calmness. So the deeper shade you go of blue, the more relaxed an individual gets. And this is great for, let's say, those RPG style games where you want the player to really feel calm and at ease. Maybe, like example, let's say they're going to be fishing in a game. So a good deep blue to represent maybe the water is a great way to relate to calmness. It also represents honesty. So it's a color of truth. Authority. Darker shades equals more authority. And this is pretty much evident in a lot of different types of games as well. The darker shade of blue, the more higher status or the more authority an individual has over everybody else. It also represents religion. So it's a color of devotion and religious study. And it also represents wisdom. So it enhances intellect. So how does it affect us? So blue is a very conservative color. It's a safe color and most universally liked color as well. It's predictable though. See, blue does not emit an impulsive or spontaneous behavior. And it's very orderly. It gives us direction and order. So one great way to tie all this together is just referencing the image that I have to my left. So this is Malygos from World of Warcraft and is pretty much the guardian of magic in the blue dragonflight. So he's a very predictable individual. He's very orderly. He gives direction and order, and he's very conservative. He wants to play it safe. He does not like leaving things to chance. So one way that this individual actually perished was at one point he drove mad, and he believed that humans weren't able to control the amount of magic that they were wielding, and thus he said that they are not allowed to use magic. So it's being very conservative, only harnessing magic for dragons and non-magical human beings. It also is very rigid. See, it gives off a sense of familiarity, but does not like change. It does not like things a certain way. And blue also affects us by giving us sadness. So some shades of blue give us a sense of deep emotional sadness. So one great way to represent that is representation of the Lich King in World of Warcraft. I go with a lot of World of Warcraft references here because I have to say World of Warcraft does a great job at showcasing each color and really driving home the psychology behind them. I mean, they have been doing this for multiple years, so it's kind of evident that I'm going to use a lot of references to these guys because, you know, they have done such a great job at really driving home the impact of certain colors. So back to what I was saying. So in this picture we have Arthas, so the Lich King. So blue is pretty heavy in this picture. Ice, cold, rigid, sad. He's very depressed. He feels that, you know, in order for him to save his entire country of Lordaeron, he had to give up a lot of things, thus becoming the Lich King. So it gives us a very deep emotional sadness for how he feels, but not in a sense of what he regrets, because he does not regret what he did. He's completely corrupted at this point. But just to say, blue gives off that sadness appeal. Now, some variations of blue. So, pale blue. Now, this color inspires creativity and freedom to sever any bonds. So, this is a great way to use this color when you want to showcase someone pretty much becoming, free in a sense of their creativity, of letting go of all past doubts and expressing their true creativity nature. Sky blue, on the other hand, inspires selfless love and fidelity. It promotes a helpful nature that strives to overcome any obstacles. Dark blue, now the conservative color. Now the color of non-emotional worry and repressed inner feelings. So this is a strong masculine color which represents knowledge, power, and integrity. And this color is pretty much used a lot in the corporate way, that people wearing darker shades of blue or logos with deeper shades of blue tend to have a very conservative approach to them. Now, azuri blue, now the color of true content, and inspires determination and ambition to achieve and strive for goals. So, if ever you feel like you're a bit down and you need something to pick you up, paint your entire room azuri blue, and I promise you, you'll probably have a very positive outlook in what you want to achieve. And that's it, guys, for the color blue and the psychological effects it has on us. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture.